In a quiet African village lived a young woman named Miriam, a beauty so radiant and kind that people called her the girl with the golden heart. But a dark cloud hung over her perfect life. Despite her intelligence, her beauty, and her warm spirit, no man ever succeeded in marrying her. It was a mystery that baffled everyone. Suitors would come, promising love and a future, only to disappear like smoke. Some would fall into madness just days before the wedding. Others would lose their jobs, their fortunes, or suddenly claim they felt nothing for her, leaving Miriam heartbroken and confused. Every night, she cried silent tears into her pillow, never suspecting that her greatest enemy wasn't some stranger in the shadows, but someone who shared her own blood. Miriam's mother, Mama Kezia, was a woman whose heart was scarred by pain. Her husband had abandoned her, leaving her to raise Miriam all alone. This bitter experience twisted her view of the world, making her believe that all men were evil, and that marriage only led to suffering. But beneath her anger was a deeper, more suffocating emotion, the crippling fear of growing old alone, of losing the one person she loved more than life itself, her daughter. To her, Miriam getting married felt like a death sentence, and so, she made a decision that would alter Miriam's destiny forever. She decided that if she couldn't keep her daughter by her side through love, she would do it through darkness. One stormy night, as rain lashed against the earth, Mama Kezia walked 9 agonizing kilometers into the dense forest to meet a feared sorcerer, Mzee. With trembling hands and a voice choked with fear, she pleaded, "I don't want my daughter to leave me. Make her love fail forever." The sorcerer's eyes gleamed in the firelight as he mixed dark ashes, strands of hair, and a burning red powder. He then placed a heavy, cold stone on the ground and chanted ancient words. "As long as this stone remains unbroken, no man will ever stay with her. Her path to marriage is sealed." Mama Kezia nodded, believing she was protecting her child from a cruel world. But in her fear, she had just destroyed Miriam's future. From that night on, a spiritual poison seeped into Miriam's life. Her dreams turned to nightmares of wedding gowns crumbling into dust. Every man who proposed to her would leave suddenly, without reason or explanation. Some fell mysteriously ill, others started fights over nothing, and some simply vanished, their love turning to ash overnight. Through it all, her mother would hold her and say, "Maybe marriage is not for you, my daughter. Stay with me." But deep in her soul, Miriam knew something was terribly wrong. Then, Daniel came into her life. He was a kind, respectful teacher who saw the light in her, not the curse around her. For the first time, Miriam felt safe, chosen, and truly loved. They planned their wedding, and the entire village celebrated, believing that Miriam's long winter was finally over. But 3 weeks before the ceremony, the curse struck with its deadliest force yet. Daniel collapsed, fainting and screaming Miriam's name, as if invisible hands were choking him. When he awoke, he was a different man. He refused to see her, his love replaced by a chilling, unexplainable fear. Miriam's world shattered. She collapsed in her room, crying until she had no tears left. That night, broken and desperate, she prayed a prayer she had never uttered before. "God, show me my real enemy. I'm ready for the truth, no matter how painful." The next morning, she sought out an old, wise prophetess named Mama Naliaka, a woman known for speaking truth without fear. Before Miriam could even say a word, Mama Naliaka looked at her with knowing eyes and said, "The one who has cursed you is someone who loves you too much, but is terrified of losing you." Miriam froze, her heart pounding in her chest. "Is it someone in my family?" she whispered. Mama Naliaka's gaze pierced through her. "Yes, your mother tied your star with a stone in the forest." The words hit Miriam like a physical blow. Her knees buckled. The one person she trusted above all others, the one who held her when she cried, was the architect of her pain. That evening, Miriam returned home to find her mother washing utensils, humming a soft tune. With a voice shaking with betrayal, Miriam whispered, "Mother, why don't you want me to marry?" Mama Kezia dropped the bowl, its crash echoing the shattering of Miriam's heart. Miriam continued, tears streaming down her face. "I know what you did. I know about the stone in the forest." Her mother fell to the floor, her body racked with sobs. "I only have you, Miriam," she cried. "I was afraid to lose you. I didn't want you to suffer the way I did, so I blocked your marriage star." Her confession, born from a twisted love, broke Miriam's heart more than the curse itself. The next morning, Miriam, filled with a new strength, led her weeping mother to Mama. The prophetess was firm. "The only way to break this curse is for the one who cast it to destroy it. Your mother must break the stone herself." Together, they journeyed deep into the forest, back to the sorcerer's shrine. Mama Kezia trembled as she saw the stone, now covered in cobwebs and dark energy. "Mama, please," Miriam begged. With trembling hands, Mama Kezia lifted the heavy stone and, with a final cry, smashed it onto the ground. A powerful wind swept through the forest. The ground shook, and the curse shattered into 1,000 pieces. Weeks later, a confused and remorseful Daniel returned. He had no memory of why he had left, only an overwhelming feeling that he had made a terrible mistake. Miriam, with a heart now free, forgave him. Months later, they were married in a beautiful ceremony. At the wedding, Mama Kezia wept openly, not with sorrow, but with release. "Today, I free my daughter," she declared. "I will never fight her destiny again." Miriam's story teaches us that sometimes, the most dangerous enemy is the one closest to us. It shows that love mixed with fear can become a poison, and a parent's wounds should never become a child's chains. Destiny can be delayed, but when truth finally comes to light, it can never be destroyed. Thank you for watching. If this story touched you, please like, share, and subscribe for more tales of life, love, and redemption.